It's good, y'all boys. Caught two winning trades today. Not two winning trades. One stomped at a trailing break even, and then one win. So two trades today. For $1,000 on the 4K Express account, 1,000 more, and then I'll be at a 4K balance, and I'll be taking my first payout ever, which is insane to me. Not there yet though. Job's not finished. I could easily blow this, knock on wood, tomorrow if I don't stick to my rules. If I don't trade how I've been trading. If I don't wait for my steps to come to me, right? Nothing's guaranteed yet. But at the same time, like, this is very, very general, like, encouraging. Like, if you guys are new, not new, whatever, the main reason why, right, why I preach transparency and why I posted videos of me blowing accounts, me being super vulnerable and just posting it on the internet, like, yeah, at that time it seems like I'm a loser and it seems like I'm going nowhere. But then the moment I start posting progress like this, like truly seeing some sort of result, some sort of even the tiniest bit of progress like this, like I generally hope that motivates and inspires at least one person out there, right? Because the main reason why I make myself look like, I've been losing, or post about me losing, and just me, like, just downright taking L's, right, is for me to hopefully make progress with it and then inspire at least one person from seeing me struggle like they've been struggling, like they are struggling, and then show them that it's genuinely possible to make results and genuinely possible to progress at whatever you're doing, as long as you stay consistent, as long as you never give up, right? Like 9 months ago, I posted my first video on here titled "Trading is Confusing," and now I'm up 3K on it. My second, I think, my second funded here, for future specifically, and that's, I mean, I'd say myself that's a bit of progress, and hopefully it lights a fire into you guys, and whether you've been sticking with me through these past 10 11 months now on YouTube or not, hopefully it inspires you in an equal way. So yeah, I'll get into the trade recap now. Took two trades today on the daily time frame. Coming into the day, I was bullish. It was mainly due to the fact that we, reacted off of a daily for right gap yesterday, respect, and then we created a bullish order block here. This daily down close candle now is basically high resistance for high resistance liquidity. Wow, to the upside. It's gonna be a lot harder for the daily to just shoot down here, in versus daily for value gap, when we have basically a bullish daily order block lying here. However, the reason why I wasn't extremely bullish was because of the fact that, I mean, we're at all-time highs, and we had taken out, or I don't think, no, we didn't take out. We didn't take out the all-time highs overnight. Like, we had a bearish SMT. This wasn't here. Like, we were like somewhere down here or something, right? It's 1:35 p.m. Central Time, so 2:35 p.m. right now. And when it was at, like, in the morning, we weren't all the way up here. We were probably like down here. And so that's why I wasn't fully leaning bearish or fully bullish. We also did have a 4 hour fair value gap that was helping. But again, we were like down here for most of the morning on the 4 hour. So there was potential that this could have gotten inverse. Like, that's the hard part, right? You don't know for these higher time frame PDA rates whether they're truly going to be respected. Like, if you're trading intraday, if you're trading lower time frame, it's kind of hard to tell whether these are going to be respected or whether they're not going to be respected. So that's where the lower time frame comes in and kind of helps you where the 4 hour may want to go, and kind of help you to determine the trajectory for the higher time frame candles. And so yeah, 4 hours bullish, daily I was bullish. 1 hour, it was really consolidating for here on the 1 hour. 15 minutes was pretty choppy as well. Like, it wasn't the perfect price action, but we made it work, right? And so knowing that we were, leaning bullish for both, the first trade I took here came at around, it was 10:20. Oh yes, I'm gonna be completely transparent again. Here I did break my rules, right? You guys know what I trade: macro, SMT, unicorn, and market makers model. This is not within a macro, right? It's not within a macro. It's 10:20 a.m., 5 minutes after the macro, and I ended up taking this trade. Obviously, I'm not proud of breaking my rules, but at the same time, this was a super clean setup. I'm not gonna be like extremely stubborn. Give me 1 second. I'm not gonna be extremely stubborn when I see damn near an A plus setup here, which I'm gonna break down. Damn near an A plus setup, and just not take because I'm 5 minutes out of macro. Maybe that's what I should have done. But moving forward, like, I have to recognize that, okay, today I broke one of my rules. Let me, note that down, and, like, if I see this happening more frequently, and I can tell that I'm getting a little bit antsy with bending my rules just because maybe I see a setup, an A plus setup, or just because maybe I'm winning, that's where, I'll probably need to take a step back and reevaluate what I'm truly doing here. So yeah, broke the rule there. Just being completely honest. Had an external SMT, had an internal SMT. We inversed that fair value off this huge volume candle. We had a perfect looking market makers buy model. We had a perfect unicorn model, and so it was really just hard for me not to take this trade on the 1 minute here. And we have a fair value gap as well. As soon as it retraces that fair value gap, that's where I enter. And my target was these Asia highs, which ended up not getting hit. Like I said, hit my trailing stop loss here, uh, which is fine. And on the yeah, that was a 5 minute SMT. And I was really confident that this was gonna hit Asia highs, honestly, because of the fact that we inversed this 15 minute. And so I thought we had really good buying power, but again, today's price action wasn't perfect. It was pretty choppy. Like I said, maybe because we're at all-time high, so there's, not much reason for price to just keep pushing higher unless it's just some sort of major news like that's gonna drive, the economy higher. I feel like, right? Um, but at the same time, like we're at all-time highs, buying power is really strong. We have a daily order block. We have a 4 hour value gap that's reacting off of. So it was kind of like a little bit trapped in I guess in a way. I feel like so it wasn't perfect, but first trade, that was kind of like the recap. Second trade, I feel like this was not the better trade, but a similar setup, a really, really, really similar setup, and I'm glad I took this one as well. I'm glad my drawn liquidity was right. Today, my drawn liquidity was correct, and that's the big reason why I won both these trades. Was because my drawn liquidity was correct, right? So after I get stumped out here, I'm like, okay, cool. I'm waiting for the macro to begin. Macro begins. This was a lunch macro, 12:45, ends at 115. I followed my macro rule here. See, so macro, do we have an SMT? No, but that's not necessary. We have a unicorn model. Yes. Do we have a market maker buy model? Yes. And the unicorn model is on the 5 minutes. So low, high, lower, low, higher, high. That's our unicorn model. Market maker buy model. We have a market maker's curve here. So initially, this was my first take profit, right? This was my first take profit, but what do? Because I'm a greedy Asian, I extend my TP. However, don't, I extend it, but my stop loss is literally right here. As soon as it takes price, I trim my stop loss to like down to the low of this body. I'm not mad if I lose a couple of bucks if I have potential of this seeing Asia highs. And so yeah, as soon as it takes this high out, I just move my stop loss all the way up here. And it actually doesn't end up taking Asia highs, which is insane. Maybe I should have been monitoring ES a little bit. Doesn't take Asia highs because ES swept all-time highs like once NQ was here, and I guess that was just enough for both pairs to just fall and pull back. But yeah, well, the reason why I took this trade is so on the 5 minute, we obviously have an inverse fair value gap here, and then we're rejecting off this fair value gap, this I guess kind of supply area, and the 15 minute fair value gap here as well. We did inverse this gap on the bullet on this bullish fair value gap. However, I'm not too worried because of the fact that the higher time frame order flow here on the 15 minute is bullish, and on the 5 minute we also have an inverse, which just signals like buying power. Um, and then this, like honestly, all I had to do on the 1 minute was after I saw that happen after that 5 minute inverse, and we had reason to buy up because we had that perfect looking market makers buy model. All I really did was find an entry, and we got an entry here. We have a change in the state. I don't enter off of change in the state usually too much. I like to see a fair value gap or some sort of displacement happen. We get displacement on both pairs on NQ and ES. And then all I'm doing is I'm waiting for this to retrace back into our fair value gap area, and that's where I enter. Pretty tight stop loss here, sized in a little bit heavier, so I had a bit of a tighter stop loss. And yeah, I had my first TP here, trailed my stop loss super aggressively. Luckily, we were able to get some more profit out of it, but it didn't hit our final, I guess, extended take profit until here. But I'm done with the day, so I'm not trading anymore. But yeah, that was the two trades today. Hopefully it made a little bit of sense. And biggest thing is, again, yesterday took a loss. Look at my video, $300 loss. Today came back in, $1,000 win. Why can I have this win? Why was I able to take this one in the first place? Because I still had my account. Why did I still have my account? Because I didn't revenge trade. I didn't emotionally trade and blow my account like a dumbass, like I've done the past entire time I've been trading up until recently, where I've kind of just settled down a little bit. And the way I've done that is just like really just a simple mindset change. Like telling myself, I'm not even giving myself a chance if I'm revenge trading. I want to at least see whether this model is profitable. I want to at least see if I'm ever going to be profitable or not. If I blow this account with me just sticking to my rules and through me trading what I trade, that's completely fine. Maybe that's a problem, the technical aspect of it. Maybe that's a problem of me just not being a good trader. but I'll never know if I'm a good trader or not. I'll never know if I have what it takes if I just emotionally trade, if I just trade bullshit and I just revenge trade. Like, you're never the best trader in the world. You could be the best trader and you wouldn't know it if you can't stop yourself from revenge trading. If you can't get yourself out of that cycle, you will never truly know how good of a trader you are ever. And that's what kind of got to me. I was like, damn, I have all this potential and I'm straight up gonna waste it if I can never just get out of this cycle. And that shit was just terrible. Like, that was genuinely scary, bro. Like, for me, the biggest thing in life is wasted potential. Like, I hate it when I feel like there's potential in something and I just waste it because of just, I don't know, just stupid shit that you could have prevented. And so yeah, that was just the mindset change that I had. Maybe if you guys think of it like that, it'll help you as well. But yeah, that was the two trades I took today. Tomorrow, if we have a trade, we'll take it. If we don't, it's fine. We're up, I think, 1,000 on this week or something like that. I'll check my P&L again. But yeah, 1K more to go, and hopefully I'll take a payout, a 2K payout, and then reinvest that into four more accounts, and yeah, just keep the other 1,000, I guess. But yeah, I thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys learned something from this video, and I'll see you guys next trade.